Alright, my name is Warren Hove, and our topic is advances in prosthetics, and we're going to be talking about two today. Our first one are robotic arm prosthetics. This is a multi-step process, and the first step the patient undergoes is a surgery called targeted muscle reinnervation. This surgery reassigns nerves used for the limb previously to another area. Then a team goes in and they use a special software that they use to map out all these reassigned nerves. The third step is they construct a special vest for the patient to wear, and they then coordinate this vest to the reassigned nerves. After that, the patient is then trained using virtual reality to move their new mechanized limbs. And once the mechanized limbs are finished, they are attached to this vest, and the patient goes through another training process where they actually learn to physically use these limbs. And this prosthetic is also more advanced than any other that has been made with this type before. As no other prosthetic before this could move both limbs at once or do more than one thing at a time, whereas users of this prosthetic are able to do that.
My name is Jamil Huertas, and I'll be talking about the future of prosthetics and the controversies surrounding it. The director of biomechatronics group at MIT believes that the prosthetics are improving so rapidly that the disabilities will largely be eliminated by the end of the 21st century. Of these new limbs being produced, more points of articulation are being incorporated, which allow for more fluid movement for those with amputees. Of these limbs, a bionic ankle, and the I-limb, a mechanized arm, are examples of some that are incorporating smartphone technology. The biome is fitted with multiple sensors and a battery that helps propulsion for those with amputees below the knees. Some of the controversial research that are coming up are actual prosthetic organs that are being made in order to function with the human body. Of these prosthetics, the spleen, the pancreas, and the lungs have already been shown to work, which brings some religious scholars to believe that we are replacing too much of the human body, and how far is too far. I believe somewhere along the line we have to make concessions if we're going to be able to treat patients as well as move into the future.
Hi, my name's Kelly Pierrand, and now following up with what my teammates have stated, we have chosen another more common subtopic like the hearing aid. We found it to be relevant due to the harsh statistics regarding this topic. 1 in 8 people in the United States, nearly 30 million Americans 12 years or older, have hearing loss in both ears. These statistics based on standard hearing and examinations. Some of the solutions to this problem which we found were the ear prosthetics, the reconstructive surgery, and the infamous hearing aid. We will go in depth with those a little later, but before we proceed, there are some controversies to note about this topic. As my teammate Jay stated, some critics do perhaps believe that if we replace too much of the human body with science, then we are taking God's divine power away. Often, others also state that there must be some sort of advantage when compared to the regular human being that does not wear any kind of prosthetics. And however, some supporters do state that science was created to aid society and improve people's lives. As of December of 2012, approximately 324,200 implants have been implanted worldwide, and in the United States alone, roughly 58,000 devices have been implanted in adults and 38,000 in children.
Hi, my name is Emily Bijouat, and today I'm going to talk about the similarities and differences between reconstructive surgery, ear prosthetics, and hearing aids. reconstructive surgery is similar to ear prosthetics in the way that it changes the look of your ear whenever you don't have ear or you need hearing. But the thing with reconstructive surgery is you can also do it to where you can do it so you can hear better. And ear prosthetics is more just cosmetics. And if you look online, you can see pictures of reconstructive surgery, the ear of that, and then they remove it, and then you can do ear prosthetics, and then you can see that ear prosthetics is just a cosmetic change, more likely, so that you don't really know that they're different with their ears, so they look like a normal person per se. The most common is hearing aids. There's 6 different types of hearing aids. There's CIC, which means completely in the canal. There's in the canal, in the ear, behind the ear. There's receiver in the canal, which is also sometimes called receiver in ear. And then the 6th one is the open fit. The most common of these are behind the ear, and they're the plastic tubes that have the custom ear mold that most people have. The cons of this are just they're conspicuous and they're awkward for phone use, but the pros are they're larger, they last longer, you can control the volume, and they're just easier to control and use. The cost of hearing aids range from about $1,500 to $3,000 for the most part. So they're cheaper than most prosthetics, but they're still a little expensive, but for the benefit, it's really worth it. So those are similarities and differences between ear prosthetics. And I hope you liked our presentation today and that you thought it was interesting and nice to learn about. And